Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to TeamODZ Live. And oh, look, we've got a VO2 workout. And oh, look, there's Rick. And he's got a VO2
Oh, hey.
workout.
Me too? Oh, no.
So does this mean it's VO2 squared?
Yes.
Would that be VO4?
No. Yeah, well, yeah, that would be VO4, wouldn't it? Isn't that or no, that's VO5, the hair care product company.
Well, one shot. We need a Gerrie. And then we can be VO5. And there's
did
Ben.
VO1.
Morning, Ben.
Wow, why am I pedaling so fast? Slow.
Morning, Ben.
Good morning, Ben. Wow, my voice cracked there. Good morning, Ben.
Uh-oh. Ben's having computer problems.
Uh-oh.
Have to get Des and Dylan to fix it.
Yeah, dogs are always good at that stuff. There, starting to feel better. I mean, even though I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, I did check out where Strava thought my freshness is at, and I'm not as fatigued. Apparently, I was really fatigued last week. It showed. So I'm happy I didn't look at it. But now I'm getting back into the normal areas. It should be a perfect workout today. For some reason, my Garmin says that I'm recovering. I'm in recovery. I don't know what that's all about, but yeah.
You're far from normal.
Well, you know, as far as Strava goes, but I also pay it money to tell me things. So.
My only opportunity to swim today will be between 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there I've got to be taking Hope to school.
So far, the first day of tryouts went well. Grace was feeling good. She was kind of excited because there's one girl who's also her friend, and who she says she wishes only the best for, but she was always looked at as the star in middle school, and now this year it looks like she's not going to be able to be that.
something from
thinking and she
HP
was
for
like,
to reinstall the operating system. Then download the image from Microsoft.
but she apparently it was going well for her. She was getting a lot more looks, I guess, than her, so I was excited about that. And she was able to land her back tuck on the floor.
And what you've been landing on before?
Well, it's a springboard. Well, it's not a springboard, but like a springy cheer floor. Whereas at school, it's just a pad on a gym floor. So she was happy to be able to do it. And so that means, I guess, she's only one of 4 people on the team that can do that, which I was like, wow, she was telling me that 2 years ago, the championship team that they had there wasn't a single person that couldn't do it on the team, I guess. So I was like, wow, well, that's changed quite a bit. maybe COVID did it. A bunch of kids that would have done cheering have now gone to eSports. I know on my HP so far, it has a fingerprint ID on it, but it's always been kind of finicky, but now it just pretty much doesn't work anymore. So now I have to just put in my code. I like my MacBook better for that. It does all the things it's supposed to do every time.
Thing that's hit me on my computer is this. Use the case from an old computer to build this one.
Once again, just a warm up. Feels like a lot.
Yeah.
I haven't even broken 3 watts a kilo yet.
I want to quit and we haven't even finished the warm up.
That's what warm ups are for. That's what I'm convinced, at least. You also have those long warm-ups. About time to leave the chain. Good. Keep
Not
telling
before I
me
rode this morning.
again. Oh, these are going to be fun. Here.
When did y'all start?
I have 2 minutes.
How long are yours?
3 minutes. Then I only have 5, and then it goes to 10 minutes at 250.
Well, it goes for me.
I kind of like this VO2. Actually,
crazy.
yesterday's workout was considered a VO2. I mean, I do remember that 250 being, that 10-minute 250 last week being long, but it's still better than doing the 315 for the full time there. Wow, I am having some super trainer balance issues right now. This is just annoying.
Rollers.
Can't
You need
find the right
rollers.
spot. I don't know why this happens every so often. It's only when I get fatigued too.
Oh my. Can't even do a minute.
You got it.
I haven't.
It's just gonna suck for a while. Definitely feeling like breathing isn't the best thing. All right, here we go. Yeah. Breathing seems a little heavier. Minute in. A little over a minute.
The last. Yeah,
Lars?
tough one that I'm going to be finishing today.
Oh, you'll finish.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to finish. Get this one.
Must be the last minute because it's starting to hurt. Yep. There you go.
Oh. Oh, I wish you knew what was going on with my chest.
Ah, there we go.
When's your next one start?
1.5. There we go. Now the heart rate's down. You didn't get down after that warm up.
You're taking sleep meds.
Still not down as far as I'd like to see it though, but
So you haven't been taking sleep meds then?
No. In fact, last night I think I took a little less sleep than I would normally like to. By at least.
Right on, Richard.
Oh, here we go again. And it's quite a. First minute's like, okay, this is all right. Second minute's like, oh, yep, there we go. Now I'm breathing hard. And I can tell when the last minute pops up because it starts to hurt me.
I'm quite happy with that. still going faster is making my act go away. Yeah, that'd be my outdoor cadence first. I've got an outdoor and an indoor cadence. Indoors 80, outdoors 100, 110.
Yeah, I'm definitely keeping 100. I'm also on ERG too. There you go. 1 minute. Go, go, go. I gotta stretch my hip flexor today. That started after yesterday.
Thanks. Ah.
That tea is disgusting. I was out of hot tea, so I saw that we have these cold teas, and it was watermelon mint. It tastes like neither. Oh, now the time's going faster. At least the rest of it. I don't think the art of using a tissue with fans blowing at you is respected quite as much as it should be.
Someone can hang it up to this thing.
Thanks, Gerrie.
Yep. As far as I'm going in this workout. Got 3 on 3 off. Is that how yours is working?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Three is quite enough. Two more left.
I'll translate for everybody watching. Eric said 2 more left.
Man,
Right,
now it's gone
thanks,
from-
Ian.
thanks, Ian. Now it's gone from being 1 minute of torture at the end, and now it's about 1.5 minutes at the end.
Last one will be 3 minutes.
3 minutes of torture.
Well, day of rest today might have meant that I'd have done a bit better at this workout tomorrow. There's absolutely no way that I would have done this and then a Divas after it.
Yeah. Well, it definitely would have shown. Thing is with these, like, I mean, those long workouts, like yesterday's, that was way more TSS than this one.
The longer ride.
This one just hurts while it's happening, and then afterwards it's like, oh, that wasn't bad. And then I can go about my day. But that's why I decided to do this instead of the other long one, because the other long one was over 100 TSS again. And I feel like if I'm going to do the 100-mile ride on Saturday, then, and if there's a chance of it getting racy, since there will be more people than me, then I could probably just skip that one. I'm sure I'll get way more than 100 TSS on that ride. I'm going to play it smart this time around. Instead of just trying to pack it all in.
100 TSS is all out for an hour. So any ride that's over an hour.
Yeah.
100 TSS really doesn't have a meaning, really. All right, get ready, Ray.
Yes.
Come on.
Oh no, here we go again.
Wait.
Ah. Oh wow, this one's definitely long first minute.
Go, 1 minute done. Here we go. Hey there, Ben. Welcome back.
Yeah, this one's going on. Ooh, I just gotta get to the sprint finish at the fan flat.
2 minutes done. Last minute. You not got food fixed yet. What do you mean, Ben? Oh, that. No. 20 seconds. Almost there.
Andy, you look
Last
like
hit.
you're handling that VO2 really well.
Yeah. Really, really well. There we go, Rick. Well done.
All right, one more.
Nice work.
All right, we're 2 for 2. It's back. Seems to be working today.
Woohoo! Yeah, I don't fix things just for one day. And
Well, that's
I-
a marketing problem for you.
I fix things permanently.
Well, you're not going to get a lot of repeat business if you do that.
Wow, that one was. That was definitely the worst one. It was.
No.
I'm
No,
definitely.
no, the next
definitely
one's going to be
slowed
the
down.
worst one.
Oh no, that's the light at the end of the tunnel. The last one's always good for me.
Oh, you've already had
At
1
least
minute
the end of
rest.
it. Ah, 2 minutes. Oh, now I'm looking forward to that last 10 minutes.
Minutes ago.
One.
One.
Jeez.
Good. I want to hurry up and get this over with.
Especially if Andy's going to start imitating Sesame Street characters.
Hey, I actually know how to get to Sesame Street because it's about 10 miles south of me.
Well, maybe you can do something to eradicate the poverty in Sesame Street.
Yeah, there's no reason for anybody to be living in a trash can.
Yeah, there's no changing Oscar though. Alright, get ready, Ray. That's what you got.
Oh, come on. In my earbuds messing up.
Alright, well, if you can't hear us, can you hear us?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, it's just my music.
Right, rise and shine. Show us what you got. You have to come to the dark
Is that
side,
new ink,
Ben.
Rick?
What's that, Ian?
Is that new ink, Rick?
No. That's 4 years old, I think. My dad.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to come to the dark side, Ben, and join us on Twitch. Those notifications work.
Supposed to eventually go all the way down my arm and a little bit onto my chest to cover a couple of tattoos. But I have to get around to it.
1 minute done.
Unfortunately, I found out the guy who did this one, he died the other day, so I guess I won't be going to him.
I mean, you could. It's just going to take a lot longer to get it done.
Yeah, might get asked some questions.
I don't know, he's doing a VO2 workout. Might join him.
Starting to feel like it now.
I don't know what you're talking about. Halfway through. More than halfway through.
I'm doing a no O2 workout.
A note or two. I'm right there with you.
I gotta get the stitches in my nose removed today, so hopefully the doc will tell me I can start working.
Right, here comes last minute. 60 seconds, that's all. Yes, Ben, you will. 30 seconds.
Come on, Rick. Start working. You're
Yeah.
barely even doing anything.
Stop trying to hit me and hit me. A little bit of Morpheus there. Last few seconds. You can see that arch.
All right,
There you go.
there we go.
Oh, if you don't ride, with us in ODZ kit, then you might not get invited back.
Oh, 250 is gonna feel nice now. I mean, not as good as cooling down, but feel better than that. I'll be able to talk again.
Uh-oh. Quick, put him on another VO2.
As a warning. Whew. Whew. Yeah, so Grace did her first day of tryouts for her high school cheer. And so it looks like she's definitely, as far as she could tell, it looks like she's definitely going to be on varsity.
Well, I should hope so.
Well, I mean, she's a freshman, so you never know. But yeah, with all the all-star cheer and stuff, you would imagine. And I guess since she has her back tuck, there's only a few people on the team or that were there that have their back tuck on the mat on a gym floor.
Yeah.
So that gives her a little more. And she gets to be her favorite position, which is main base, she believes. That's what they kept running her through yesterday.
You ever want to be the flyer?
Nah, she doesn't really like that. She was actually saying yesterday that she thought they might ask her to try that. And I mean, she could do it, but she doesn't like it. I don't think she likes putting the trust in people, especially when it's high school.
Wait, are you trying to say high school kids are not reliable and trustworthy?
Yeah, you never know.
They throw up in the air and they got to start looking at their phone.
Wait, what? Teenagers? Phone? Nah.
Yeah, because this is definitely like a totally different atmosphere at All-Star Cheer compared to high school, I think. Where high school, you notice the little mistakes, whereas at All-Star Cheer, it's already been disciplined out of everyone. Where there are no mistakes allowed. There better be a good reason.
You will do it right, or we will beat you a second time. And even if you do it right, we will beat you a second time.
Just to remind you what it's like if you don't do it right.
That's right. Because you thought about doing it wrong. Like, wait, is this a marriage? What? Last night, I dreamt you did it wrong, so I will now beat you.
They definitely have it's like a coaching style that makes sense when they talk about it. You're like, yeah, makes sense. But that's the reason why, why they're in competitions with big city cheer gyms
Yeah.
and winning.
Yeah. It's quality
Like
of
they don't-
coaching, not quantity of people to choose quality
Yeah.
from.
Yeah, because that's one thing they were talking about the other day was that the pool of talent in this area is obviously very limited. There's some people that travel 2 hours to come to practice.
Wait, is that their marketing pitch? You guys in this area are a bunch of talentless losers, but we're such good
Pretty much.
coaches that we can
You are
make
lucky
you
to
good.
be here. Or
Oh
are
my
you?
God. What?
It's like you are lucky to be here. Or were you just the only option? Either way, we will coach you.
Just like the Jamaican bobsled team.
That's right. Work with us and exceed your potential, or continue to be a talentless loser. I don't know if that's good marketing.
I excel at one of those. I'm not telling you which.
Andy, you're not just a talentless loser. We love you.
Aww.
You can fit Swift, sort of.
Yeah, define fix.
You can make it work. Andy, duct tape and bubblegum Lawton.
Don't go anywhere without a roll. Duct tape. I've actually got a roll of Flex Seal in my backpack.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna cut out my Thursday workout and have a rest day.
Go for a long run.
Then I definitely have trouble on my century ride this weekend.
Oh man,
I haven't
clap
ran
in
for a while. The thing with running, once you don't do it for a while,
Yeah.
it's scary to get back into it. Because then you're a cripple for like 3 days.
That's why you hire a coach.
And they run it for you.
No, they tell you how to do it without being a cripple.
Yeah, when I was in Florida, I did one run. I think I did 2 miles or 3 miles, one of those. I think it was 2. And then felt fine that day. And of course, the next day, once I put my feet to the ground, I was like, "Whoa, wow, this is bad." So I rested that
2
day.
miles?
Yeah, it had been years. And so then, of course, there was a lot of walking to do that day. And then the next day, I was
Heidi,
still sore, but I
can you
pushed
get me a
through it.
wheelchair, please?
Yeah. Can I get one of those little scooters? And then the day after that, I woke up and I was feeling even more sore, but I still went for a run. Then I felt better after that.
Yeah,
Hair of the
that's
dog.
late onset.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And then after that, I didn't get sore anymore. At
It's
least
just
not like
mental.
that.
It's just mental.
Well,
You're
yeah, after
expressing the
that,
thoughts of a quitter,
yeah.
and that's why it hurt.
My heart rate's definitely high right now. For where it would normally be for this hour.
So Andy, that try that I did previous weekend, you'd laugh. You would have loved it on the outdoor course because it was 3 laps. Everything was a right turn, and there were 2 technical pieces of turns, and then one like really steep hill at the beginning, which it was short. It's like a couple hundred meters, and then there was a couple on the backside, semi-technical curves but not turns. And man, the road was semi-closed. So I was just ripping through those areas, taking a turn. Like at one of the turns, like I was coming up on people, and I'm like, I had to wait for them to pick a line so I could figure out what they were doing. And I was just like, wham, rip right on the inside of the outside of them just to see how, just to carry my speed through. It was one of those. Oh, it felt so good just blasting through.
So I felt on the last climb of the last like KOM climb on the Grand Fondo I did last month, where I guess it was a month before, where there was also a lot of like people doing the 50-mile Fondo there.
Yeah.
On that one, and a couple that had dropped off from the front. But I was flying up that. That was when I decided to ignore the rules and put in an earbud. So I put on some
direction
music
from your team director.
Exactly.
Now on that little climb, like it's about 200 meters, but it's a pretty steep climb. I saw people just like smashing up it, like trying to at least. And then I'm like, you guys know that like it's a 5.1 mile course, and this is like the 0.1 part of the course. You just spin up it, man.
Yeah, I had just a nice fast cadence going, and I was just, it helped going past everybody and seeing all the suffering. It just fueled me even more.
Yes, come to the dark side, Rick.
And then it was like right after that, as I was passing that KOM marker, I have that picture on my Strava now as my profile picture, but
pretty soon you'll thrive off the destruction of others. Their tears,
nice.
Their crushed souls, their dashed dreams will fuel you.
What do you think got me through this stream? It was watching Rick.
Yeah. Yeah, but you're more of a hopeful kind of guy, Andy. Like, you want him to succeed. You gain strength from Rick doing well. You like the suffering, don't get me wrong. But you want to see him do well. Like, I want to see him, if we're doing a workout together, cramp up so bad that he falls over on his trainer.
But do you think I could be a coach?
What's that?
Do you think I could be a coach?
Oh man, I forgot about this one. This is the one where you finally get to cool down, and then it says time to cool down, and then it laughs.
But wait,
and says not yet. Now we're at 250 still.
That's like cooling down.
We're gonna slowly cool down from what you were doing before.
Nice cool down from orange.
Oh no, this is green. But my heart rate's at yellow, that's for sure.
Don't make Rick angry. You wouldn't like him when he's angry. He turns green.
It's already happening to his screen.
Oh, but yeah, that was great because like the whole way up that climb, that last climb, I was cramped out right before that. That was the spot where I decided I was gonna stop and grab a Coke real quick.
Yeah.
I saw there was only like 20 miles left. I was like, okay, good. Just stop, grab a Coke. And the moment I like rode right over to where the Cokes were. The moment I put my foot down, cramped all up and fell to the ground.
Hey, that's not fun.
So then a guy Guy came over and he's like, "You all right? What's wrong?" I was like, "Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Cramping up though." And he's like, "You want some pickle juice?" I was like, "Yeah." So I drank a little pickle juice, and then these guys that I passed at the halfway point, because they were going too slow, I saw them show up and then do an about face and start heading. They were going to go into the rest area. Then they changed direction and kept going up that first part of the climb. And I was like, oh, no, no, no. Then I tested my legs. I was able to stand up. So then I was like, all right, I'm going to grab a Coke. See ya. Thank you. And then passed them before they even got very far up the road. It wasn't even a quarter mile. And then
that's awesome.
Just kept ripping.
Called, oh crap, I think it's called Hot Shot. I've got a bottle of it downstairs in my fridge. It's good stuff if you haven't used it for cramping.
Nice. Yeah, that's what, because for the next one, I need to get some stuff that I can carry with me, because I'm planning on making no stops next year on this one.
You can get
or
it
on anyone after this. Nice.
Yeah, you can get it from the feed. You can get it like individuals, like a box of 6.
I've heard that mustard works well too. Mustard packets.
Yeah, that tastes horrible.
It's just absolutely horrible to actually have. I'm usually not a fan of drinking pickle juice, but that practically tasted like water when I drank it there.
Yeah, it's called Hot Shot.
Pickle juice freeze pops. I think I've got a couple left.
Ugh.
Those are
You get
awesome.
brain freeze and a bad taste.
But then I learned a lesson at that moment. When you get to that point and your legs feel that way, don't trust them to stand on the ground. Just keep them moving.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You just want to keep moving for sure. But anyway, so you can get it at thefeed.com. This Twitch episode could be sponsored by thefeed.com if they felt like reaching out. At TeamODZ.com or Hotshot.
Nice. Yeah, I'll have to get that.
We will gladly do product placement. You see it now. Man, it's just so hard, Rick. I've been doing 3 hours on Zwift and I keep cramping up. Oh, Ian, here, you should try Hot Shot, and pass it to the camera. Oh, Rick, this is great. I have no more cramps. Thanks.
Funny thing was, that was the first time I've ever actually cramped. Like, I think I've had like the beginning of cramps before, but never quite like that. I think it was just, I was maxing out for sure on that whole last 40 miles. So I think maybe that's just why. And it was fueling, honestly. But
watch the PTO Open, the US Open, the triathlon race that they had in Milwaukee. Watch the end of the bike, because as Christian Blumenfeld comes off the bike, he's like his quad cramps, and like you can see it twitch.
Yeah.
It does again on the run for him, but yeah, I get you, man. I've had that.
That's just the weirdest feeling when your legs just aren't doing what you're asking them to do. But then, after that first cramp, kept happening. But then I was just like, I just kept punching my legs and just continuing on. But
Andy, have you ever cramped while swimming?
Yes.
Oh.
That's a lot of fun, isn't it?
Yeah, that sounds dangerous.
Oh yeah. Hey, cheers, high claws. Thanks for the raid, my friend. How was your stream? So I bailed on my workout pretty early on, but Rick's just finished his. So
that's a pretty good workout.
You didn't bail on your workout. Your workout's submitted to you. They quit.
There you go.
Come on now. It's all about messaging and narrative.
A real workout wouldn't have let you quit.
Good ladder race, nice.
Oh, Andy didn't quit.
The workout
that's fake
quit.
news.
I finished yesterday.
No, I looked at the workout results. I mean, I found them. There's a whole bunch of workout that Andy did. It's just not, it's not being counted.
I did do some of it.
Essentially, you did yesterday's workout and today's workout were a lot alike. They weren't too far off of each other. Just one zone difference, but they were both definitely red zones.
All right, well, we'll let's get to a descent bit here, and then we'll do some zoomies.
Woo. But yeah, so like for that race next year, with the 81 miles like that, we did it in a little under. It was like 3:40, I think it was, or something. If I'm not stopping, if I just did 2 bottles with like double say like scratch or something in it.
Yeah.
Is that enough fueling to get me all the way through? And then with like having something like hot shot for the
I mean, it all
cramping.
depends on how you practice. I mean, if you're gonna do let's call it 3 hours and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
How many carbs per hour do you need?
But it's not just
Apparently
about the carbs,
nothing.
it's about the fluids as well.
Well, yeah. But
It's
carbs
pretty
are
much-
energy.
Pretty much I did the whole thing, and my only mistake was that I lost the pack because I stopped at the halfway point to get fuel, but it wasn't even worth it in my mind.
Yeah.
Other than that, I got some pretty cool free stuff, but I didn't even eat it on that trip. I ended up saving it for later for other workouts. And so pretty much I had a banana and like maybe 8 gels through the whole thing.
Okay.
And then that Coke and the pickle juice. And I ended up having, I think, 3 bottles altogether.
Well, so you could potentially, if you use so I've been using Formula 369 for a lot of my racing, for my nutrition.
Yeah.
And reducing the number of gels, because gels give you a lot spikier blood sugar.
Yeah.
And so that allows me to get both the fluids and the calories in.
Yeah.
So I've had some success with that. And so I use, I want to say 90 grams for 24 ounces for, longer or really, longer hard rides. So in my Camelback, for example, I put it's a couple liter Camelback, and I put, I want to say 150 or 180 grams of 369 in there. And then in my down tube bottle, this is on my cross bike for gravel riding. My down tube bottle, I put another 30 grams of 369, and then a big scoop of scratch. So that's like a 22, 24 ounce bottle type thing. And that's enough to get me through 4 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because usually I try to go 1 bottle an hour, but obviously in a situation where, like that, in a race situation, I could definitely do 2. I was thinking I probably should use more.
Well,
more
it's going to depend
something in
on.
there.
It's going to depend on, if you can get in a group and just sit in a draft, you're not going to be working as
That's
hard.
the big thing. Yeah. I would have been way better off if I would have stayed with the group.
Right. So then the question is, how are they refilling their bottles?
Well, that was the
Or
thing
they
in the
do
beginning.
offer 2?
One of the guys was like, he kind of like said out loud, "We're gonna want to watch our bottle intake," and I was just kind of like, "Uh-oh, does that mean we're not stopping at the midway point?" I was thinking, and then once we got to the midway, everybody slowed down like they were stopping, and then half of us turned off, and then the other half took off. And I was like, "Oh, they got me."
Is there another aid station after the midway?
Yeah.
So that's probably where they refilled.
Well, that one was pretty much you're almost at the finish line.
Yeah.
that one, there was only like maybe 2 miles left to the finish line. So
Okay.
actually, no, there were
So-
2 more aid stations. Yeah,
Okay.
but
So they might have gotten at the next one, and maybe they only got one bottle at the next one.
maybe. That's the other thing. I was wondering if I should just carry an extra bottle in my pocket.
Yeah, you can do that. Maybe use a couple bottles that you don't care about, and then
'Cause I also don't want to have to pee either.
you don't have to stop to pee.
Well, I know, but I like to avoid those situations.
Throws out your shoes. I mean, so you kind of giving yourself 2 different options here. Roll with them as long as you can, as long as you have water and you don't have to pee.
Yeah.
And then stop at that next aid station when you're going, going bingo on ammo, we'll call it. So you can do that, or you can just
Or
understand
to
that
get
you're
real good with it.
Yeah, well,
I
that's you might be able to continue on the whole way, but that's my point. If you're kind of riding it till you're empty,
Yeah.
Which is an
'Cause
option.
I definitely learned last time I can suffer pretty hard and still be able to keep a good time going, a good pace going.
Well, there's suffering and there's dehydrating and coming up and losing calories. So like, you can't eat gels without fluids.
Yeah.
I mean, you can, but then your mouth
yeah.
turns into muck.
Yeah. And
Which
it
is
definitely
also-
did kind of suck to be the guy who was really taking a while to recover at the after party.
Yeah.
Everybody's just having a beer, hanging out, laughing, and I'm like, how are they doing this? I
So
can't
that's
even
kind
eat
of why
right now.
that's why I recommend taking in calories via your bottles, your liquids, if you can.
Yeah.
All right, Rick, can we
I also
do zoomies?
Yeah.
All right, let's go then.
okay. Here's
The meter.
zoomies. Oops. Wrong button. That hurts.
Nothing. Meter. Coffee stop started.
Okay. Whoa.
And we're off
Instant.
already.
Whoa, you guys are moving out.
Oh no! We caught onto someone.
There we go. Once we can get up, seems like if we get up enough momentum, we just fly right by them eventually. There's a lot of people on this one.
Isn't there?
What is going on with your screen, Andy?
I really
Um,
want to see what this looks like to them.
With zoomies.
Oh, it's because you're going so fast.
Oh, 100 miles an hour,
There we go.
120, 140, 50, 670, 200.
You're gonna win the sprint, I guess.
Uh oh. We
Uh-oh.
just got
Honor shame.
corner shame.
We're steady at 230. I think our highest has been what, it was 450 miles per hour.
Yeah.
You may need to do it on a place where there's no one else riding.
And no sprints or anything.
Yeah.
I can't see you anymore. My coffee stops to tag me up
Yeah.
with somebody else.
But Rick,
That
I
was
would
a-
actually recommend over the winter because riding inside will simulate riding in the heat a little bit more.
Yeah.
Start practicing some of that. What can you do on your liquid nutrition? And how long can you go? Because a lot of it's going to depend on the weather too. If it's not that hot that day of your race, then
Yeah.
like I've done here where I've done a 70-mile ride on 2 bottles and
Yeah.
didn't even empty them.
That's the other thing. We were lucky because it happened to be an overcast day, and yeah, I think it only got to like 80 that day.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be a big difference. I guess that would maybe be the main decider on, because I also know now that what I would pack over other things. There was a lot of things I emptied out of my pockets afterwards I didn't necessarily need. But
Yeah.
I do like the idea of stopping at the rest area though, because for that Hincappy ride, they have some really cool free stuff. They have a sponsorship
maybe
from
that's your
Power
plan.
Park, so yeah.
So maybe that's your plan. Work with the group until that aid station.
Yeah.
And then know you're gonna small group it from there and see what you can do to pull them back. Because maybe if you work with a small group and you get in and out quick, you can pull back the big group when they stop.
Either that, or since it's only a couple miles, cross that finish line, because it's not. They have two different finishes. They have the electronic finish line, which there's no one even at, and then at 5 miles more till you get to the waterfront where you go through like the ceremonial finish. And so if I just backtrack 2 miles, go in, load up my pockets with as much as I can. That's free fuel. Yeah, because I only grabbed a couple handfuls last time, and it was like, I was looking at it after the race, I was like, oh wow, this is like at least $30 worth of free stuff here.
But do you eat that stuff? Do you use that stuff normally?
I save it for
Halloween?
moments where it seems, yeah, you never know. I handed out to kids.
I do. I've done that before.
I hand it out
You
to
We
kids,
ran out of
trick or treat.
we ran out of Halloween candy one year, so I dipped into my Cliff Blocks, and I was handing out Cliff Blocks.
Yeah,
My wife was none
Yeah.
too thrilled.
they had those like power bar. I mean, they almost reminded me of like Laffy Taffy or something in a way, or maybe more like Airheads. And it was some sort of a energy bar type of thing. And those were cool. The only problem is when they get warm, it just turns to mush and goes to the bottom of the package.
Yeah.
So then you're just dealing with a big sticky mess while you're on the bike.
So those are actually
Definitely.
designed. You can take them out and stick them to your top tube.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then you can just peel off what you need.
Okay. Hey, that's a good idea.
Just remember
That's what it
to
is designed.
put them far enough forward in case you decide to pee on your bike.
That's right. Yes. Do not put them under your saddle. They'll get very heavy.
Doesn't really
Alright.
matter at that point.
That's as far as I'm going. It's like, okay, I've got the cone of shame.
Yeah, that is true. Now I want to get this last 3 miles, but at the same time, I'm riding around with the cone of shame. It's just embarrassing. But yeah, I definitely hope to do it a lot better next year, because I know I could have definitely been. I would have been up there. I would have definitely been battling out for first in my age group and a top 3 finish.
Yeah.
The
How
winner,
much
he
work
ended up.
did you put in front?
What's that?
How much work did you put in at the beginning?
Well, it really didn't feel like that much work. Like, I mean, I kind of did on a couple of the climbs in the beginning with the group, but I was able to get like full rests on the downhill, and then just keep up a pretty easy pace on the flats. To
But
stay
were
with the
you
group.
on the front during those climbs, or towards the front pulling the group?
No, I didn't do any pulling in the beginning.
Okay.
I really spent the first half just trying to feel it out, because they were all kind of intimidating to me at first, because these were all like invited riders
Oh.
by Hincappy. So it was like, and they all had team jerseys on and stuff. I was like the only guy in the front that was wearing the event jersey.
Oh, that's your problem. You don't ever wear the event. You
Oh
clown.
my!
This is what I've been told.
You know, it's like wearing the t-shirt to the concert. I mean, come on.
Yeah. I should have worn
No.
the ODT.
I bet you take photographs of your bike from the non-drive side as well, with the valve stems
That's what you
anywhere but
think.
at 6 or 9, 12.
But that's why you cramped. Your body, your mind looked at what you were wearing and said, he's not serious.
No, see, instead, what it did was it created a drive in me that was like, okay, I might have made a mistake once. You know, the event jersey will go ahead and explain that one for me. But
Yeah.
I'm going to at least get an amazing time for riding solo so that they see that despite this event jersey, I still could have had a chance to win.
No, what they all
If
saw
I
was
hadn't.
that idiot could have had a chance to win, except for he wore the Avengers.
Have you told Ian that
Yeah.
you almost knocked George off his bike?
Did I tell you that one?
No.
There was one point he stopped for some reason, and we just kept on. And all of a sudden, yeah, he had made his way back pretty quickly, apparently, because I had done, my under the arms check. Saw where the closest wheels were, and so then I was just we were going uphill. We were going uphill, and then the guy in front of me, when he went to stand, he did the whole, send his bike backwards thing. So I moved over to the side, and right when I went to the side, all of a sudden I felt an elbow into me. So I put back and then looked over, and it was George. I was like, oh, hey, sorry about that. He was like, no problem. I just kind of blew up on you there. And then he looked for his open spot and kept going towards the front.
That's awesome.
I don't think I was close to knocking him off his bike, but he's a pretty big guy as far as cyclists go.
And on that note, let's pull the stream down. We'll get ready for an early morning swim, I think. We'll be back with another workout tomorrow. Just a slow burn for me tomorrow, and then Odivas. So come back and join us then. Have a good Tuesday, everybody. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.